Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Just want to bring you guys a little update on Digibyte. I know some people have been asking about it and I want to bring it to you. So if you guys could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to get this video in before I go to my next client, so it's going to be short and sweet for you guys. So what I wanted to show you, we're going to be looking at Digibyte on the 1 day here, guys, and we're looking at market cycles, and we're looking at basically times to when to take profits, because we've all been there when we should have taken some profits, and also times to when to buy in. So what I have here, we're looking at the macro Fibonacci, and we're looking at each market cycle here, guys. Do you see this market cycle, how we started down here at 0.001 cent, and we went all the way up to 6 cents? That is massive gains, guys. That is huge. And there's importance in taking your profits when you see things like that. Whenever you see these prices go straight up like that, and you can see how it caught some air between this purple moving average and the price, it's always going to come back to that, guys. And that's what happened. And we had a retracement down to the 0.886. Okay? So after we had that run up and we retraced to the 0.886, we continued to move sideways until we had this next market cycle. And this is what I've been trying to explain to people, are these market cycles. So, and this one was larger than this one. As you can see how they get bigger from time to time. So the next one that we have could very easily be up into the 26 to 30 cent range when we fully get that alt season that we've been looking for. But this one here, guys, look where we're at right now, 0.886, right down in here. So we've just been kind of trailing on this. We broke through it here a little bit, broke through it here, and now we've just been kind of sitting on it right now. And you see how the volume, guys, has dwindled down. That's the representation of a bear market. So even right here, after when you see this drop, you see how the volume really went down. That's another big sign that you're in that bear market. Okay, so what I want you guys to pay attention to when looking at this, now let me get the Fibonacci's off for us. When looking at this, do you see when these massive volume spikes come in and they're so much different than the normal volume? If you look at the normal volume here, guys, you'd have to call it somewhere right in here, and look how much larger these are and these are here. So if you see a day where there's a huge spike in volume like that, that's most likely the time you want to put your money in and you want to ride it. Okay, you want to keep an eye on that volume. That's a really big deal. You want to make sure that this volume line down here is increasing. Do you see how it went up there? That's another sign to get in. Okay, and then look at these volume spikes, guys. And know that when these volume spikes come, most likely there's going to be a sell-off afterwards. And that's what happens with these. You see how there's not a lot of support up here? They go straight up, then they go straight down. So we have to be wise enough to be able to take our profits up there. So it's a really big deal. Pay attention to the volume. What I do like on Digibyte, you see the slower trend line. We're still holding it and we're still going up. I'm going to look at that as support as well, along with that 0.886. And we're going to see if we break through that. The next one would be the 0.93 that we'd be paying attention to. Okay, next thing, guys. Do you see the moving average, though? We have not broken out above that yet. We would need good volume for that. So this here is a double top, guys. We came up here both times, and you see these long wicks. That's where guys were taking profit. So whenever you see a double top and we couldn't get past it, that's the time you're going to want to sell. Okay, and remember, none of this financial advice. I'm just telling you from the things that I've learned right here. But we have set a higher low here. We came up a lower high, higher low. So we're kind of in that equilibrium pattern. See if we can break up and test this again, which would be great gains from here, guys. From 2 cents to close to 6 cents, that is really great gains. So keep your eye on that. And then kind of keep your eye on that trend line right there. That's going to be important. Okay, but these moving averages are still pointing down. It would be great if we could get this one here, this 30, to start pointing up a little bit, and we get up above that and we turn that into support. That's going to be a really big deal for us. Okay, but pay attention, guys. These retracements, I mean, what's going up is coming down really hard. You can even do some fibs off these right here. So take a look at this. So we'll go off this swing low here. Let's just call it right here, guys. We'll go off this hammer because that's kind of where stuff started moving. So right there, look at this, guys, 886 down here. Essentially, we even wicked down almost to that 1, almost a full retracement. And what happened when we had this? We had nice chunks of volume right here that came in. So pay attention to that. Volume is just huge in this game, guys. You got to pay attention to volume, both bullish and bearish. And then right here, we broke through the 786, guys. We very well could come back down to the 886 before we make our next move. So these were the things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I don't have a lot of time. I would love to go in more in depth, but I wanted to get this video out to you. Last thing I'll show you is to pay attention to this RSI. Okay, so let's get this back in here. And guys, look how, I mean, this chart is just an infant. It's hardly had any time to grow, and look at these spikes when they come in. I mean, that is just crazy volume. Okay, so we're just getting started in this space. But look what happened, guys. Do you see the RSI? So along with it going straight up like that, the RSI is at 90. Great time to take profits, guys. It's not going to push much higher. And another thing you can see, the RSI was at its highest right here, and then we pushed up for another high. But what happened on the RSI? It was lower. So you can see that bearish divergence that was taking place in the chart. Another great time. Get your money, get it the heck out of there, wait for it to come back down, then you can buy that much more. Okay? And then, guys, really pay attention to the bottom on the RSI too, because that's when money is made, when you're able to buy these bottoms. Take a look at this. So let me turn this here to green, just so you guys can see it a little better. Okay. So each time the RSI has gotten down to this 30 or so, we've had a nice bounce. I mean, even from here, we had a nice little bounce up. So really keep your eye on those lows and keep your eyes on the highs. We've went as high as 95, guys, on the RSI. So even if we're at 80, there's still more room to run, because this money comes in real hard and then it gets pulled out real hard. So there can be bigger extremes. It's not like the stock market where once past 70 or so, it can be starting to get a little oversold. These can go into extremes both ways. So keep that in mind, guys. I just wanted to bring this to you. This is Digibyte on the 1 day. If you guys could like, subscribe, all that, I appreciate all of you. I'll continue to do the best I can. Life's been crazy right now, and I just love you all. God bless each and every one of you.